I've experienced two mergers and joint ventures during my career with Armstrong World Industries. Wave, which was the Worthington Armstrong venture in Ceiling Grid, and Dal-Tile. Now, Wave was successful and is ongoing. Dal-Tile, not so much. Now, I've learned many lessons, and mostly is about my ability to survive and sometimes even thrive in these difficult situations. Now, when the Dal-Tile merger was announced, I explored other employer options, mostly within Armstrong. But since Wave was a great first experience, I decided to go with Dal-Tile, thinking it would be similar. Boy, was I wrong. The first thing that happened was our plant manager in Olean, New York, disappeared without a trace before the merger was announced. We found out later that he had gone to Dallas, Texas to support the merger. Now, on the official first day of this merger, executives from Dal-Tile came to the plant and told the acting plant manager that he had to fire 5 staff members by the end of the day. Now, I was saved, but I had to move into a supervisor role as I had been the industrial engineering manager, and that type of staff role was not valued by Dal-Tile, and you could only have a plant manager, ceramics engineer, supervisors, maintenance workers, and hourly operators. Now, eventually I was offered a role at the corporate headquarters in Dallas, Texas, working for a favorite manager that I truly respected from American Olean. I took it, but I really didn't know the role I was about to jump into. So what were we going to do? We were responsible for the environmental, health, safety, and mining compliance across 12 of our manufacturing facilities. Now, there was already an EHS and mining department, but they weren't helpful, and they wouldn't even meet with us to help us get started. So we were put in the middle of them in the plants. One day, we tried to go to their office to meet with them just to see if they'd be willing to talk to us. Well, instead of talking with us, they actually locked the doors to keep us out. So you may not believe this, but when they gave us the employee manual, on the first page, it said that Dal-Tile worked in Texas, which is a right-to-work state. And as a company, they had the opportunity to fire you at any time for any reason without any justification. So this was the first thing that they told every employee, that firing was a normal thing. And we saw it all the time. People got fired, rehired, fired again, rehired. It was kind of a badge of honor for some people. So how was I going to survive? I decided I needed to make myself as valuable as possible, work outrageous hours, travel anywhere at the drop of a hat, and create value for those I served. But it taught me some very valuable lessons along the way. And creating value for people is really the top thing you should be doing anyway. So I made it through, and I had these experiences that challenged me and made me a stronger customer advocate and an employee advocate throughout the rest of my career. So I'm thankful of my time at Dal-Tile. And if I ever think I'm having a bad day, I remember my time back in Dallas, Texas, trying to survive at Dal-Tile. I hope you enjoyed this story, gained some insight, and learned something you can use. You'll find many more Kaizen stories on my website, www.pi-partners.com. If you'd like help growing your profits through sustained process improvement, scan the QR code on the screen for a free consultation, and let's start our journey together.